Hello, folks. Welcome back to Everpop. Last time we talked about the magnificent glory of Saturday morning cartoons, and today we're taking you back to another childhood staple anime. Specifically, anime from the 90s and 2000s. That was the wrong one. Okay, hold on. Okay. Specifically, anime from the 90s and 2000s. Yeah, I just discovered that this thing has sound effects on it, so I will be using it in the future.
I can't wait to use the sound effects.
Oh yeah, it's glorious.
Incredible.
It is glorious. Let's try it again.
Give us, yes, I love this.
Yeah, I'm having too much fun with this thing already. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, we were gone for
A minute.
yeah, we were gone for a minute. We were, but shit happens.
That's
Yeah,
true, literally.
But we are back.
We're back,
It
baby.
is 2026, and we're talking about anime.
Yes.
Now, we both like anime.
Mm-hmm.
My co-host likes it more than me. I classify myself as I would say casual anime viewer, but Mary is has more refined taste. She delves deeper into the anime world. Am I correct in assuming
Yeah.
that?
I mean, I think before kind of talking things through like we have been, I would have considered myself a more casual anime fan, but now that we're like delving into it, suddenly I'm like, maybe I did watch a lot of anime. I don't know. Maybe I'm more moderate out there in like the spectrum of it, right? Of like
Right,
people who consume like tons or, like where
right.
you are versus where I am. But yeah, I'm really excited to talk about it.
Well, let me ask you one thing. Do you have a Crunchyroll account?
I don't.
Okay, well, I guess you're not that hardcore
I
anime
guess
fan
I'm
after all.
not. That's the thing. Maybe I'm not as hardcore as I thought I was, but we'll
Well,
find out. We'll let the people decide.
I used to have a Crunchyroll account. Of course, all I would do was just watch One Piece on there. So
Yeah.
because I love One Piece. But we'll get into that. Uh, but of course, since this is podcast, I have to talk about the history of anime. Probably not in Japan, which I probably should, but we should talk about history of anime in the West, in the Western world. But before that, Mary, do you know what anime is? Like, what is the actual definition of anime?
So anime is actually like a shortening of the English word animation.
Yep,
So it I think is like hand drawn and computer generated animation originating from Japan.
yep, it's just Japanese animation. That's
Yep.
all it is, and it sounds cooler.
It is actually cooler.
Yeah, it's way cooler.
Everything's cooler in Japan.
Except for the casual racism.
Well, yeah, but we have some not so casual racism here. So
That
I
is
mean,
true. That is true.
tomato, tomato.
That is true.
Kate's gonna yell at us for that.
Probably, but okay. But anyway, let's start the little history of anime. The
Let's
history
do
of
it.
anime in the United States began in 1961 when I'm gonna pronounce this the best I can. Shonen Sharutobi
Sasuke.
Sasuke, all right, also known as Magic Boy, and the White Snake Enchantress, also known as Panda, and the Magic Serpent. I love the localization of these
Right.
titles. Both of those films were produced by Toei Animation, and if you don't know Toei Animation, they're pretty much one of the largest anime producers in Japan. Like they did Dragon Ball, they're doing One Piece, and they're doing so many other. They've done so much anime over the years. They've produced so much anime over the years. It's crazy. I should have had a list of what other anime they've animated, but yeah, we don't do research on this show apparently.
We don't. We just kind of go off vibes on this show.
But those two films came out in 1961, and those were the first two anime films to receive documented releases in the United States. However, the first breakout was Astro Boy. That was the first anime to find widespread
crazy.
success in America via syndication. Mary, do you know anything about Astro Boy?
Very little. Like, if you showed me the cover, I would know what Astro Boy is,
Right.
but I don't believe I've ever watched the show.
Okay. Well, basically, Astro Boy, think of it as like Astro Boy is the Mickey Mouse of Japan.
I've heard that.
Yeah, that's just how iconic Astro Boy is in his home country. And if you don't know who Astro Boy is, basically the synopsis is a brilliant scientist creates a robot boy named Astro in the image of his deceased son, Dark. After
sad.
being abandoned. Wow. Also
Jesus,
dark.
the trauma.
Yeah.
But what is an anime without some trauma?
Exactly. Anime has to have trauma. Astro is adopted by another professor and uses his powers to protect the innocent and fight for justice. Created by Azumu Tezuka, he was often called the god of manga or the Walt Disney of Japan. So, like I said, pretty big deal. Pretty big effing deal in Japan, Astro Boy. I've never watched Astro Boy, but I've heard of Astro Boy. So, and there are other animes too, and I could go into them, but like I said, let's cut down.
We're sticking to our timeline.
Yeah,
here.
let's stick to our timeline. We were around in the 60s and 70s. I wasn't even conceived yet, so
we weren't even thought of.
No, we weren't even thought of. But in the 80s, basic cable was the early home for, some kiddie anime, or I should say juvenile targeted animes, particularly Canadian broadcasting, or, in particular the CBN and Nickelodeon, which we talked about in an earlier episode. But in the 80s, we got a lot of robot and space opera anime, like Transformers. Mm-hmm. You've heard Transformers, Voltron, Robotech, and Dragon Ball even premiered in the 1980s.
Yikes, really?
Yeah. Although it wasn't the Dragon Ball that the English language Dragon Ball that we known. It was the Harmony Gold dub of the series, which just had the first 5 episodes and the first 2 Dragon Ball movies, Curse of the Blood Rubies and Mystical Adventure, which was edited into one 80-minute movie. Oh, that sounds fun.
Sure does.
But anyway, there are also dubs of Akira. Have you seen Akira?
No.
Really? Akira's awesome. Akira's awesome.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. And you also had some early Hayao Miyazaki films like My Neighbor Totoro, Castle in the Sky, Kiki's Delivery Service.
All 3 of those, to be clear, are like comfort movies for me.
Yeah.
Kiki's is my number 2. Totoro is my number 1. Third is Howl.
I think you can say that about any Miyazaki film.
They're good.
I do like Howl's Moving Castle. That's one of my favorites.
It's a really good one. And like people, I think, will think it's controversial. I put it at number 3. But the first one I ever saw was Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
And I was like, I vibe with this. This is what I want to do. I want to be a witch. And I want to go out on my own with my own broom and my own cat.
Okay.
That's how I felt.
All right. Gotcha. No, that's pretty cool. So let's get rid of the 80s. Let's move on to the 90s because that's the focus of this, this show. So now it's the 1990s. This is when anime started reaching mainstream popularity. I mean, I guess mainstream popularity.
Yeah. Yeah. It started to take off.
Yeah, it did. So you had like dubbing companies like Funimation, which is now known as Crunchyroll. You had Bandai, 4Kids. Oh, we'll talk about 4Kids.
Right.
Central Park Media, Media Blasters, Saban, Viz, Pioneer, AD Films. They began licensing anime in the United States at this time. And in the 90s, Sci-Fi Channel actually aired some mature anime films. Like we mentioned before, Akira, Ghost in the Shell, Ninja Scroll, Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. Yeah, Fist of the North Star. So, we had some mature anime on cable. And plus...
We really did.
We did. And we had Neon Genesis Evangelion, which was released uncut in 1996, which is one of the most influential and controversial anime series all the time. Did you ever watch Neon Genesis
No.
Evangelion? No?
No.
Really?
This is what I mean, like, I think that maybe we're both kind of casual. We just saw different animes.
Okay. No, that makes sense. But in case you don't know, basically it's Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's basically a mecha anime, and it's kind of got like a psychological twist to it. I'm not describing it. It's just an anime you have to watch because it's kind of batshit crazy at times. And
Really?
yeah, and the final 2 episodes are like, I don't know what I saw. I just don't know. I mean, it's on Netflix, I think, so it's like, give it a watch, although the Netflix dub is not as good as the original
Yeah,
dub.
I
So,
agree.
but whatever though. But in the 90s, yo, that's when Dragon Ball was licensed by Funimation, and they aired the first 13 episodes in syndication. But it wasn't popular again.
Not yet.
Dragon Ball couldn't get a break.
The world was not ready.
It wasn't ready. But you know what the world was ready for, or at least the United States was ready for?
What?
Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
Give me that applause. Ah, Dragon Ball Z!
Yeah. It's like Funimation started the English dub of Dragon Ball Z. They worked with Saban to syndicate the show on TV, and they hired Ocean Studios to dub the anime. And then you had this sweet guitar-driven soundtrack. That's where the Rock the Dragon sound came from. And I would play that, but I'm afraid about copyright. Yeah, exactly. I might even play it. Maybe. I don't know.
John's feeling rebellious.
I don't know. I love that song so much.
Honestly, I feel like we could do a whole episode on anime theme songs.
We probably
Some
could.
of them slap.
Are we talking about like the English version, or are we talking about the Japanese?
The Japanese version.
Okay, gotcha.
Or the English Pokemon.
Oh, we could do that.
Because that is a pump-up song.
You honestly could just do a whole episode on Pokemon.
I mean, don't tempt me, John. We'd have to invite Kyle to that one.
Oh, yeah. We could get a third person here.
We're going to do a whole episode on Pokemon. Coming soon. Prepare for it.
Coming soon. Yeah, we'll put that on there. But anyway, it became an early weekend morning syndication hit. I actually remember watching Dragon Ball Z before going to breakfast. I was like just eating my CT Crunch.
Right.
And it's like, next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I love it.
It was
good.
It was good. The dub reduced the episodes from 67 to 53 to meet standards and practices.
Ew.
Like, for example, like death wasn't mentioned at all, and no blood.
Which is crazy, because, like, imagine Dragon Ball Z with no blood ever.
I know. It's like, these were the dark days, Mary, the 90s.
You're
right. No blood. It's like, I want blood. I want chaos. I want violence.
Right. Stop trying to, like, restrict us.
Exactly. But yeah. Also, like, one of the funny censorship, although the censorship in Dragon Ball wouldn't be as bad as like 4Kids, but we'll get to that later. Like Hell. You remember what they used for Hell in the dub version of Dragon Ball?
I don't.
Home for Infinite Losers. HFIL.
That's funny.
It is funny. I know. Actually, Team 4-Star, who does they did Dragon Ball Z Abridged, they actually have a series called HFIL.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. But anyway, the dub premiered on September 13th, 1996 to strong ratings, but stopped production in 1998 due to Saban Entertainment not wanting to focus on first-run syndication and focus on the newly acquired Fox Family channel. You remember Fox Family?
Yeah, I used to love it, actually.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah. It was I think it's freeform now.
I think it is too.
Yeah. But anyway, reruns began airing on Cartoon Network's Toonami block on August 31st, 1998. And Mary, you know all about Toonami, right?
I have to tell you, I was like a Warner Brother channel kid, like back in the day.
Yeah.
I was a Toonami kid.
Yeah.
I was a wherever I could get it kid.
Gotcha.
I loved Toonami.
I mean, Toonami was so great.
It was fun. I mean, like, the fact that kids today will never know Toonami is so sad.
It is kind of sad, actually. It's just like, because like we didn't have like a place for like really cool cartoons.
We didn't.
And then you have like Toonami. It's like it's got these kick-ass action cartoons and stuff, man. It's like just it spoke to me.
It was so good. I loved it.
You had Motar as the first host of Toonami.
Yep.
And then you had Tom, and it was just
I kind of
like,
love Tom.
I do like Tom too. I like Tom 1. He's kind of fat Tom.
Yeah, I loved
It's like,
it.
but anyway, that's where Dragon Ball Z really took off. I mean, it was huge. It was big. It was just like
It was iconic.
It was iconic.
It is iconic.
It is iconic, and that's
you are currently wearing Dragon Ball Z Crocs.
I am.
They're incredible.
Yeah, it was a gift from you guys. So,
Yeah.
so I thank you because I
love them
because they're awesome. It's like, in case you don't know, you paint a picture. I got the orange Crocs. It's got Shenron on there, the dragon who makes the wishes. In case people don't know, like my wife. It's got Goku, Son Goku on there, Super Saiyan 1. It's got an actual Dragon Ball on there.
Which is cool as heck.
I know. I like it, right? It's awesome. It's even got, I believe this is King Kai's symbol?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. But it's freaking awesome. It's just like...
Dragon Ball Z is iconic.
It is iconic.
It's timeless.
It is timeless. It really is. I mean, they're still, like I said, they're still making Dragon Ball, like, to this day. I know Dragon Ball Super, like, ended, like, 6 years ago, but like just up until like a few years ago, I think there's another Dragon Ball movie, Dragon Ball Super Hero came out. So it was just like, it was crazy. But anyway, Funimation just started dubbing episodes themselves, and Dragon Ball just kept running on Toonami from like 1999 all the way to 2003,
which is crazy.
Yeah, and then we're not even counting like Dragon Ball. They went back to the well, and hot take, I actually enjoy Dragon Ball more than Dragon Ball Z.
That is a hot take, and I'll forgive you for it.
Dragon Ball is awesome.
Okay, and in fairness, I don't know if I remember enough of just Dragon Ball to like really truly compare it.
Yeah.
So that's on me. But
okay, no, that's fair. You know what really sucks though? Dragon Ball GT.
Dragon Ball GT is not something that we need to discuss.
Oh, we gotta discuss it.
It takes away so much.
We gotta discuss it at some point.
You're right.
This is how bad it is. But you want to know another anime that like really took off?
Is it one of my favorite ones?
It's Pokemon.
It sure is.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
You're incredible. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I need to tell you, Pokemon was probably like the first anime that I was introduced to that I found, right? Like it was on.
Yeah.
And I used to watch it before dance class. I watched it after dance class.
Yeah.
I'm a Pokemon freak. I'm pretty sure one year my aunt got my cousin and I like actual Pokédexes.
Really?
You had at the time
you had the Pokédex.
Yes, for Christmas one year.
Oh, okay.
It was so cool. My aunt always got the cool stuff.
Yeah.
But I loved it. It was so cool.
Yeah.
And at the time there were only like the 100 Pokemon.
Yeah, right.
So having a Pokédex.
151.
151, you're right.
Yeah.
It was easier to have a Pokédex that was preloaded, that had the information on it.
Right.
Because you could like scroll through them and...
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so... I mean, I was blown away. I love Pokemon. And full disclosure, because if I don't talk about it, I'll get called out for it by my family. I did, back in the day, like when homes could have like individual voicemails on the house phone.
Oh, yeah.
Mine definitely did have a lecture about how if you left me a mean message, I'd send a Pokemon after you. So...
What?
Yeah, my voice message, exactly. It was pretty much, "Hi, this is Mary, and if you leave a mean message, I'll send a Pikachu after you." Like, it was very ridiculous.
Pikachu, Thunderbolt.
Yeah, like, get that asshole. So I love Pokemon. I think I could talk about Pokemon for years. I love it.
But in case you're living under a rock for the past 30 years,
Which you might have been.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe you just got cool.
Maybe. But basically, Pokemon, on his 10th birthday, Ash starts his Pokemon journey with an unexpected Pikachu. He faces tough gym battles, but finds support in Brock, Misty, and new Pokemon companions Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander.
Oh my god, it's like nostalgic. I love it.
Yeah, and Pokemon was based off the video game Pokemon Red and Blue, and it turned into a highly successful anime series that's still going on to this day. Although I don't think Ash is in it anymore.
No, he's basically retired.
Okay, but the kid finally won a Pokemon League, so that's
all he wanted, honestly.
That's all he wanted. So that's good for him. That's good for him. I gotta be honest though. I think I stopped watching Pokemon like after what was it? Johto, the Johto journey, whatever Gold and Silver was from.
Gotcha. That's when you tapped out.
That's when I tapped out of the anime. Yeah, because I was just like, I still played the games though. Like, I think I made it to Generation 3. Like, I think the last Pokemon game I played was Emerald.
Oh, wow.
Because I had to get that Rayquaza.
That's crazy.
I used to kill my opponents with that Rayquaza.
You got it with the Rayquaza.
Oh, my goodness.
I love it. Do you know something that's kind of cool about the creator of Pokemon?
What?
He was reported to be on the autism spectrum. And his love for collecting bugs as a kid gave him the nickname of like Dr. Bug.
Yeah.
And that kind of translated into the idea of catching and collecting Pokemon.
Huh.
So that was kind of cool.
No, that actually tracks. That makes sense. But I know there's another 90s series that you liked. What was it? Sailor Moon?
Okay, liked is crazy because I love Sailor Moon. I've been watching Sailor Moon recently with my daughter.
Yeah.
And it's so fun because I've got the Pokemon thing going with Ollie, and Emma likes Pokemon too.
Right.
But like to watch Sailor Moon with her is so fun. I love Sailor Moon.
Right.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Give us a little rundown. I know I wrote a synopsis here, but maybe you can do it better than the synopsis that I wrote because I just got mine from probably IMDb.
Oh my god, John. It's Sailor Moon. Give her the respect.
I don't really know that much about Sailor Moon, to be perfectly honest with you. I liked it.
One of us read Sailor Moon fan fiction and the other didn't, and it shows. But Sailor Moon is basically, it kind of follows like a clumsy teenager named Usagi.
Yeah.
And she discovers like the magical warrior Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
And she is Sailor Moon. Like basically she's destined to protect the Earth.
Gotcha.
From evil forces alongside other Sailor Guardians, which would of course be Sailor Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Venus, and the one and only Tuxedo Mask.
Right.
And she's doing all that while searching for a legendary silver crystal and the Moon Princess.
Oh.
And everything about it is amazing, and it's total girl power. And I love it. Like 10 out of 10 every time.
Can I ask a question?
Always.
Okay. And no, I'm not trying to throw shade on Sailor Moon at all, because I know it started like the what was it, the magical girl anime or whatever.
Damn right.
The transformations, like, do they always take that long?
Okay.
Like,
all right.
Because it would seem like a weak point to me. It's just like you gotta attack this, or is it instantaneous?
It's instantaneous, but for our viewership, it's a little longer, and it's fun and pretty and cool.
Okay.
It's cool to go from your street clothes to a cute little outfit with boots and a wand, and your nails are done. Like, incredible.
The skirts were really short, though. Yeah,
because you can be hot, slutty, and powerful. That's what Sailor Moon says.
But they're like teenagers, right?
I mean, John, that's not the point. Girls can wear short skirts. And be powerful. They can do both.
Okay, another question. What does Tuxedo Mask do?
Oh my God, John.
I'm just saying, he from what I remember, because I haven't watched Sailor Moon since I was a kid, he would just go in and just throw a rose down and then say, Sailor Moon, you can do it. And then he just
a supportive king? Now we've got shade for men who support women? John, I need you to pull it together.
I'm just wondering, what does he do?
Okay, first of all,
Besides being the love interest, does he actually contribute to the battles, or does it just
he does actually contribute to many battles.
Okay. He just doesn't just throw the rose down and leave.
That's just kind of his entrance, right? His like dramatic, like, bam, here I
Okay.
am to save my girl.
Okay, gotcha.
Even though she doesn't really need saving, she just needs a pep talk.
Yeah, she just throws that tiara and then decimates her opponent.
It's literally incredible.
Okay.
He is also like, he's like a normal 17-year-old, right?
I thought he was in college.
I think he's like 17, 18.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is definitely not a problem.
It's
In
Japan.
his past
It's
life,
not
he
a
was a
problem.
prince.
Okay, gotcha.
So, I mean, and I think in the manga, he's actually a king.
Oh, okay,
if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But he is kind of like a protector, right?
Gotcha.
So, like, Sailor Moon is here to take people out, and he is here to protect Sailor Moon and the people of Earth.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he is really cute while he does it. So we love a supportive, attractive, smart king.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. No, I totally get it. I just had that question.
Okay, fair question.
I just had that question. That's all I had. But also like during the 90s, you had other anime like Gundam Wing,
A great one.
which is basically just, giant robot battles. Although like the Gundam series had been in Japan since like the 80s, but it didn't really reach popularity until like the late 90s. And then you had Digimon, which a lot of people will say is a ripoff of Pokemon, but it's not.
Okay. I don't think it's a ripoff.
Okay.
I do think it's very similar in concept.
It is similar.
But I do not think it's a ripoff. I think sometimes there's a lot of shows out there that can have similar concepts. It doesn't mean they're ripoffs.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's where I stand. I liked Digimon.
Although let's give our listeners what Digimon is and say, what's Digimon? Pokemon, Digimon. It's like basically a group of young teens is unexpectedly sent to the mysterious digital world and paired up with their own powerful morphing monster called the Digimon. And together they are cute. They fight. They go on an adventure and fight evil and save the digital world and eventually their own world too. So I like Digimon.
I like Digimon too.
Yeah, I think I like because they've had several Digimon series actually.
Yeah.
Like there was Digimon Adventure, and then there was Digimon Adventure 2, which was a continuation of the first one. And then basically like all the other Digimon series, they're off in their own like universe.
Right.
And everything, which I like Digimon Tamers the best.
I did too.
Yeah, I love Digimon Tamers. And then I stopped watching. So
I did too. I mean, at that point, I was kind of growing out of Digimon.
Well, I mean, and plus, because Digimon was like on Fox Kids.
Right.
As we said in our like Saturday morning extravaganza cartoon, they had the nerve to put Digimon Frontier on UPN Kids. I was like, nobody watches UPN Kids. I couldn't even get UPN.
No one could, John.
So I was just like, what is this? But anyway, yeah, so basically, that's all I can think of, like, in the 90s, though.
And I'm sure there's more, but I would say those are, like, the heavy hitters of the 90s.
Yeah, those were heavy hitters of the 90s, though. There were probably more, but I want to go into the 2000s.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
The 2000s, the era where I was old enough to remember most of the anime when it happened.
Yeah, exactly. So, the 2000s, Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon were kind of ending their runs, but you had Dragon Ball GT, you had Rurouni Kenshin, you had Yu Yu Hakusho. And
so good.
I know I'm just naming all these shows and like not telling what they are, but you know what, executive producer, I'm gonna do what I want.
He's gonna NPR it. Here he goes.
I'm gonna NPR. Tenchi Muyo. Oh, I love Tenchi.
I do too.
You had more Mobile Suit Gundam shows. You had Cyborg 009. You had Outlaw Star. You had Bobo.
You had Hamtaro and Naruto.
Yeah, and Naruto. Oh, yeah.
And I also want to add in here, too, in between the late 90s and early 2000s was Inuyasha, which is also a heavy hitter.
Oh
Just
yeah.
to sneak that in there.
Inuyasha Kagome. Inuyasha Kagome.
I gotta tell you, that anime shaped me as a person. It's fine.
Yeah, I think I stopped watching after a while. Okay, I think I stopped What? I just got distracted with other things.
Not the ADHD.
Probably the ADHD.
John, Inuyasha's so good.
Look, I'm gonna go back. Someday I'm gonna resubscribe to Crunchyroll and I'm gonna watch Inuyasha again. Okay, because like I just stopped after a certain point because I know the anime ended because it didn't catch up with the manga, but eventually the manga ended and then
They caught up.
They did another anime series to wrap up all the loose ends, so which tends to happen.
It does.
With a lot long running manga, it's just like filler. And if you're an anime fan, you know what filler is. And some shows have more filler than other. Naruto. So
okay, wow, the hate for Naruto is not necessary.
I gotta admit, Dragon Ball Z has its filler too. It's like 30 episodes for Goku to defeat Frieza.
Too. Sometimes you gotta have 30 episodes of Goku versus Frieza.
Yeah, you just got he's power up for like 15 minutes, and then there's like a couple punches are thrown, and then like apparently it takes a planet 30 episodes to explode because in the manga, of Dragon Ball, it was I think it was 5 minutes when Frieza throws like the death ball at the planet's core. Yeah,
just a lot of grunting and light happening at the same time. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, this was unnecessary.
Yeah, and I always wondering, but then I reread it and I think it was just like, oh, this is taking longer than usual, so Frieza was surprised. So
right,
I don't know, but filler's just unnecessary.
Correct.
But I do like with the anime now, like they're actually, not working the animators to death and they're actually taking breaks, which is nice. So yeah, I like that. But I really like Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay, I think Yu Yu Hakusho is so underrated.
It really is.
I feel like when I talk about Yu Yu Hakusho, people are like, what are you talking about? And I am blown away every time because it was like so good. It was always on Toonami.
Yeah, it was.
I loved it. Like, it was such a good show, and I would actually really like to rewatch it.
Oh, yeah. I rewatched it a couple of years ago.
Couldn't finish Inuyasha, but finished Yu Yu Hakusho. Okay, John.
I really like Yu Yu Hakusho. It was so great.
Good. And I think the pacing of that show is fun.
It is. Like, the Dark Tournament is like one of the greatest like tournament arcs I've ever seen. I have a problem with the kind of like the end of Yu Yu Hakusho. It kind of petered out a little bit.
It did.
Especially the manga. But that's another discussion. But it was a solid series. I liked it, though. That was like one of my favorites. Who was your favorite?
Who was your favorite on Yu Yu Hakusho?
Oh, Hiei, of course.
You gotta.
He was a badass, man. Right? Like, what was it? I'm trying to think. Dragon of the Darkness Flame.
Very cool.
He used that in like the first round of the Dark Tournament and just completely obliterated
it was incredible.
His opponent. It was like there's nothing left except like his ashes. So I was just like, oh my god, he's not fucking around.
He really wasn't. He was very serious.
He was very serious. But I liked Yusuke too, and Kuwabara was lovable. I love Kuwabara. He's a man's man.
A man's man?
No, Kuwabara was I think Kuwabara was a good example of like positive masculinity. Okay. It's like, yeah, he was kind of a thug. He kind of picked fights with everyone, but he had his own code. So I respected that.
Fair enough for me.
I did respect that. But also, like, we were talking about Toonami earlier. They actually had like what was I going to say? Like a late night counterpart to it on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. So that was awesome. I remember basically Adult Swim is its own programming block. And in addition to like adult cartoons, they had anime, which was, basically uncut, which was great.
It really was.
Yeah, because we got to see the blood. Like, I remember they had uncut episodes of Dragon Ball on there, and where they
It
could
was
show the
really cool.
blood, and I wouldn't have to get those expensive ass DVDs. Remember, like, oh, I don't know. Did you used to get? Because I used to get the anime DVDs. I used to get like Dragon Ball Z DVDs. See, kids don't know how good they have it
They really don't.
now. It's like if you want to watch anime, you can just go on your streaming service and just like watch all the episodes. Back in the day, I know I'm sounding like an old man.
We have sounded pretty old this whole episode.
I know. I know I'm old, but I'm just saying, if you wanted to get like a dragon, like I remember going to the mall and I wanted to get some Dragon Ball Z DVDs. I remember I got one DVD from the Android saga, and it was like 4 episodes. I think I paid $30 for it. But it was cool because you could see the original Japanese track.
Yeah.
So that was the first time. It was just amazing. It's just like, oh wow, this is in Japanese. It's like I'm geeking out over this shit, man.
Yeah, for
It's like,
sure.
look at the subtitles. It's like it's uncut. There's blood. Android 18 just broke Vegeta's arm. I was just like,
It's crazy.
it's awesome. It really was. But like I said, it was expensive back in the day.
Well, I would say too, I don't think I bought the DVDs as much. My sister was a big anime person, and so she had websites that we went to watch it, and we usually just watched them dubbed online.
Arg. You sail the high seas.
Yep. I'm trying to remember what we used. I can like see it clearly, but I can't think of the name.
Did you use the Pirate Bay?
I don't think that's what it was called, but
no.
essentially.
Okay.
But we would just watch it dubbed. What was that called? It was like blue and silver.
I have no idea because I was a good boy.
Oh,
I paid.
Well, we were poor, so we pirated crap off the internet.
Both my parents were teachers. I wasn't actually money bags either.
Okay, well, 30. I am the youngest of 4.
Okay.
Buying $30 worth of DVDs would have never happened.
Hey,
I was lucky to get my Pokemon cards once a week.
That was one DVD which had 4 episodes on it. So I was like, I didn't get many of those. It's like $30. Like, you ain't gonna get many of those. I wish I could have gotten more DVDs, but of course, eventually they released the orange bricks, which I know some people said like those suck, but I can't tell the difference. So whatever. Anyway, let's get back to Adult Swim. They had their first anime that they aired was Cowboy Bebop. Did you ever see Cowboy Bebop?
I love Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, it is really good. In case people don't know who Cowboy Bebop is, you should know because it is an awesome. Well, I should say like it's really the first adult anime that I saw because like before it was just like all the anime I saw was like just basically shonen type of anime and stuff. This was like really the first adult anime that I saw. It's the adventures of a group of bounty hunters who travel around the solar system, chasing criminals, unraveling their dark and mysterious past throughout their journey. So, if you've never seen Cowboy Bebop and you want to get into anime,
it's a good place to start.
Yeah, it's a good place to start. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, other anime that aired on Adult Swim was Full Metal Alchemist, which is also like one of my favorite anime too. It's like, did you watch Full Metal Alchemist?
I love it's yes.
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist actually makes me like low key emotional. So
yeah, it does start off on a really like
a sad note.
It does start off on a sad
dark.
note. It is very dark because basically with Full Metal Alchemist, it's set in a world where alchemy is basically it's a steampunk world where like alchemy is a thing, is like an actual thing. And it's basically has these 2 brothers, Edward and Alphonse. They try to resurrect their dead mother.
It's so sad.
Yeah, and does not go well for them.
Not even a little bit. It's like everything that can go wrong does go wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, they search for the Philosopher's Stone to because they lose the Edward loses his arm and leg, and Alphonse just straight up loses his body. So
Which is traumatic.
it's very traumatic. So Edward has to basically bond Al's soul to a suit of armor. So yeah. So they look for the Philosopher's Stone to try to restore their bodies and stuff. And it's a really good series. If you're also looking for a good entry point into anime, Full Metal Alchemist is a good.
I think it's a great one.
Yeah, it is a great one. It's a pretty good one. But anyway, you had Inuyasha.
Inuyasha.
You had Samurai Shampoo. You had Death Note. Oh, if you want to talk about tense,
Yeah.
Death Note.
Death Note. Okay, I'll be honest. It was a bit intense for me.
Yeah.
So I didn't finish it, but I did like what I saw of it. I think I was just not able to appreciate it at the time.
No, that's fair. But anyway, if you don't know what Death Note is, it's basically this teenager who's a genius and secretly a sociopath. He finds the Death Note, and
Whoops.
it's basically what you expected is it's like if you write someone's name in the Death Note, they die like within 60 seconds of a heart attack.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's also followed around by like a death god, Ryuk. I think that was his name was.
I believe that's correct.
And then it turns into like this like cat and mouse scenario where like the world's greatest detective named L is trying to find, what was the main character's name? Light. Yeah, Light Yagami. Yeah.
I had to think about it.
Okay, yeah. So it's basically this cat and mouse game of the two trying to like, catch, and it's just like it's lots of twists and turns and stuff.
There are a lot of twists and turns.
It's really good. There was a Netflix movie, Death Note. Don't watch that. That's not good.
Was there? I don't think I even knew that.
Yeah. It's who's that actor? Was it Nat Wolff? I think.
Oh.
Nat Wolff plays Light, and Lakeith Stanfield plays.
But it's bad?
I don't think it's very good.
Oh no, I hate to hear that.
Although Willem Dafoe voices Ryuk. And
What?
yeah.
William Dafoe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's good in there, but I wouldn't. I mean, if you want to watch it for shits and giggles, you can. But I'm just like, I don't think it was that good. They also have some Also with these anime, they also have like a lot like live action versions of them.
They did,
which is interesting.
Yeah. We'll call it interesting.
It's interesting. We don't get a lot of we don't get a lot of live action like anime adaptations in the West, although we're going to get to that soon though. But anyway, as far as Adult Swim, you also had Lupin the Third, you had Bleach, which is another good show by
Bleach
the way,
is good.
but also has a lot of filler in it.
So I think that was the thing that kind of turned me off to Bleach in the long run was the filler.
Yeah.
It was like too much filler.
But anyway, Bleach, high school student Ichigo Kurosaki has the ability to see ghosts, gains Soul Reaper powers from Rukia, and sets out to save the world from Hollows. Bleach is also a very good show. Also, I technically never finished Bleach.
Oh wow.
I am reading it right now. I'm finishing it up because I kind of stopped after. Where did I stop? I stopped after the Aizen, was revealed as the big bad, and that was that whole arc or whatever. And Ichigo lost his powers, and I kind of stopped after that. But I am reading it right now. So,
and are you liking it?
I am.
Good.
I do like it. Yeah, I think I'm at the part with the 1,000. Well, I know the anime is like the 1,000-year blood war, so that's where I'm at in the manga right now.
Well, it also on Adult Swim had Trigun.
I never watched Trigun, and Mary was giving me so much shit for it.
I just feel like Trigun was so good that I'm like confused.
I just never watched it.
Okay, so you never heard of Vash or?
No, I don't know anything about Trigun. I mean, there's one picture in my head associated with it. It's like he's got a red coat and he's
Yes.
blonde, spiky
He's got
hair.
this cool ass hair, his
Yes,
slutty little glasses, and a gun,
yes,
and
it's
he
it's
is.
cool, but
Yeah,
I just don't know.
well, okay, for people who don't know, um, it's very good, and it's set in a Wild West post-apocalyptic. Oh, I can't say it. Trigun is a. I'm gonna have a moment here.
Yeah,
Trigun is set in a Wild West inspired post-apocalyptic world, and it follows the pacifist gunslinger Vash the Stampede, who is hunted for a massive bounty despite his reluctance to kill. Are you kidding me? That's so good.
it is. It does sound good. I'm gonna have to watch it
It's
eventually.
very good. And I kind of like it's a little bit different in the way of like I like the setting being more western
Yeah,
just because it's interesting to see. Like I feel like so many of them you don't get the same vibe as you do with Trigun.
right.
It's very good. I love it very much.
Yeah,
And I just can't believe you don't know
yeah.
about Vash the Stampede.
I don't. But real quick, I know we have Adult Swim, which is great, but let's also talk about one of the most infamous English dub companies, 4Kids Entertainment. I know we talked a little bit about 4Kids
We did.
on our last Saturday morning episode, and but they did give us some bangers. They gave us
I
Yu-Gi-Oh!
did like Yu-Gi-Oh, but I did not finish Yu-Gi-Oh.
The thing about, well, first of all, the Yu-Gi-Oh that we got in America wasn't even the first Yu-Gi-Oh series.
It was not.
It was Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, following up like the first Yu-Gi-Oh series, which was really dark and kind of depressing.
Yeah, it was.
Like, if you never, like, folks, if you never read the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga, like, it doesn't start off with,
Happy.
well, I don't know about happy.
No, I mean like it doesn't start happy. It just starts like immediate darkness.
Yeah, it's basically like it's Yu-Gi-Oh. Yugi is this kid. He's bullied, and he's trying to solve the Millennium Puzzle and everything. And he does solve it, and like his alter ego comes out and is basically a sociopath and inflicts penalty games on the bullies. So it's it's quite it's quite the series actually. It's quite the series, and like and what I like about Yu-Gi-Oh, especially the manga, is that it actually focuses on like different types of games.
Yeah.
Like instead of just duel monsters. Don't get me wrong, I like duel monsters, and there's a reason why the anime basically just stuck with duel monsters because it brought all that sweet cha-ching, cha-ching money. I'm gonna have to play a sound effect for that later. I wonder if there's some
I was gonna
money.
say, do we have a cha-ching cha-ching?
There probably is, but I'm just like I had to look at. I just got these 4 preset things on here. But anyway, but yeah, it's like so I can understand why they wanted to focus exclusively on duel monsters because
Yeah.
that's what people liked. They liked duel monsters. But it really is. It's a story about friendship.
Games and friendship.
Games and friendship and how games bring people together. And actually, the guy who created Yu-Gi-Oh, Kazuki Takahashi, he actually died a couple years ago.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was actually saving, I believe he was saving someone, and he lost his
That's
life.
so sad.
Yeah, it really is. It really is sad. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh, the manga, especially the first 7 volumes, is batshit crazy. Go check it out. But it was also like very heavy edited, very
Yeah.
Americanized, along with Shaman King and Sonic X, and most notably, One Piece. I know we haven't talked about One Piece yet, but I was just like, poor One Piece. Probably the most popular anime right now
Yeah.
started on 4Kids TV. And if you don't know about One Piece, and if you don't, where have you been? It's basically basically a boy named Monkey D. Luffy. He eats the devil fruit, turns his body to rubber,
It's
but
crazy.
it is crazy. But he wants to be king of the pirates, so he goes on adventures and gets his crew together to find the One Piece, which is like the greatest treasure there is. But he can't swim because he has rubber powers now.
He can't swim.
Because he ate the devil fruit. But yeah,
Freaking
anyway.
devil fruit.
Yeah, so that was on 4Kids. If you just look online, you can see like some of the changes they made, which is like hilarious. Like Sanji, who's the chef, like he usually smokes, but in the 4Kids dub, he just he has a lollipop.
Well, and I am not sure which version is on Netflix, but the dub is not correct at all. Like, so,
Really?
or not the dub, I'm sorry, the subtitles on it.
Oh,
Like on Net, because Oliver has been watching One Piece a lot.
yeah, I know. He told me.
Oh yeah, thanks for that.
I
First of
is
all,
that really my fault?
yes.
Why is it my fault?
Well, and it's not even your fault because it's like a good thing. Like One Piece is
Yeah.
a good anime. It's
Yeah.
good, it's a good show. Like it's
Right.
great for his age group,
Right.
especially the beginning, which is
Yeah.
it's gonna take him years to get through it. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a great show to grow with. I
Oh
think.
yeah.
But
One Piece will probably still be on when he's like 21.
correct. It will still not be done. So, but like we were watching it with him the other night, and it's like what they were saying
Yeah.
and what is in the subtitles is completely incorrect.
Oh, I think that's just because, it's like you can watch it in the English dub and you can also watch it in Japanese. And I think the
Right.
Japanese is just correlating with the subtitles. So, yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, it was
they-
incorrect.
Yeah, they don't have like an English like subtitle just for the dub.
Right.
Which I don't think, now that I think about it, I don't think any anime really does that. I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think any anime does that. But anyway, yeah, eventually 4Kids went the way of the dodo.
Yeah,
You
thank
know.
God.
I mean, 4Kids had its place. Without it, we would have never gotten Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
You're right.
So,
Okay, all right, you're right.
it was good. Yeah, it was good for what it was.
It was good for what it was.
But it's just like as people grew up, they wanted, their anime to, basically be as close, the dub to be as close to the original, version as possible. So,
Yeah.
So you can understand that. And also around this time, another Miyazaki film, Spirited Away,
Great one.
was released in theaters by Disney, and it became the first anime film to be nominated and to win an Oscar.
Which is super cool.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah. Is any other anime? Did we talk about Naruto?
We mentioned it, but
Okay.
I think we should talk a little bit more about Naruto, but also Tenchi Muyo.
Oh yeah. Tenchi Muyo. I think I did watch the first 3 Tenchi series. If I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember what Tenchi was about. Actually, I know.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, you got me.
I got so Tenchi Muyo I got into much before I got into Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
But Tenchi is his life is upended when he accidentally releases space pirate. I'm gonna say it not wrong.
Ryoko, right?
Ryoko.
Yeah, right.
From a shrine, leading to her and other alien women,
yeah.
like Princess Ayeka
yeah.
and Sasami,
Right.
and they all get involved in
Yeah.
uncovering his royal lineage and getting involved in the galactic adventures, all while navigating romantic rivalries and family chaos and a really cute little bunny.
Yeah. Gotcha.
He wasn't a bunny. I think he's called a cabbit. It's like a cat rabbit, is what he is.
A cat rabbit?
Oh my God, you don't remember him?
Oh wait, I do remember.
He can transform into a spaceship or a
Yes,
young girl.
yes, I do.
So,
Okay.
and I think that's completely normal.
Sure. Sure, it's completely normal. Well, I mean, anime has lots of weird stuff, so that's...
It's hardly the weirdest thing it has.
Yeah, exactly.
But I used to have a little plushie of the cabbit, and it was so cute. And it has
Yeah.
like the little diamond on its head.
Oh, okay.
I loved it.
Gotcha.
Tenchi Muyo was a great show.
It was pretty good, from what I remember. Yeah.
And Naruto, I mean, you were throwing some shade at Naruto, so let's get into that. What's that about?
I don't throw shade at Naruto. I like Naruto just fine. It's just that, look, I'm just a person who prefers to read the manga over the anime. And like a lot of anime watchers, I do not particularly care for filler. I I just don't.
That's fair. That's fair. I can't fault you for
Do you
it.
know how many episodes of Naruto Shippuden there were? There were like 600 episodes.
But sometimes you just need 600 episodes. They're keeping people employed.
That is true.
Filler gives jobs.
And also overworking animators to death.
John, you're right. But sometimes it keeps you employed.
That keeps you employed.
And sometimes it gives the people 600 episodes of background noise to watch.
That is true. That is true. That is true. Okay, that's fair.
I like Naruto. I do think Naruto can become overrated in some instances, which is a hot take of mine.
Yeah.
Not because it's bad, but I think it's like one that it's like very cross generation.
Yeah.
So I feel like millennials, Gen Z, like even people older than millennials. What are they again?
Gen X, I think.
Gen X, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are very aware of Naruto, and so I think it gets a lot of hype for that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's bad necessarily. Like, it's a good anime.
Yeah.
I like Naruto a lot, but I think because like the Naruto run, right?
Yeah.
It was very famous.
Oh yeah.
For that, and
Oh, yeah.
I mean, kids still do the Naruto run.
They still do.
Oliver did it yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah, sometimes, and I'm like, at first I was kind of like, why are you running like that?
Right.
And then he was like, Naruto run. I'm like, you've never even seen Naruto. What are you doing? But he's seen the run, so I think it's been impactful across multiple generations.
I mean, sometimes I do the Naruto run too if I'm feeling silly. So
I will need video footage of that immediately for us to post on our Instagram.
Real quick, I do have to say though, one of my favorite fight scenes of like in all of anime is actually from Naruto. Do you want to guess which one it is?
I have no idea.
It's Rock Lee versus Gaara.
It's a good one.
Yeah. I'm just like...
Why is it your favorite?
Maybe because it's just like the classic underdog story.
It's
just like, if you just... Look, if you've... well, obviously, if you don't care about anime, you're probably not going to look it up, but then why are you listening to this podcast? But if you've never seen the Rock Lee versus Gaara fight animated...
It's very cool.
Look it up. It is great.
It's very cool. It's very iconic. I'll give you that.
It is. Okay, was anything else we were talking about before we moved on? Or
where are we moving to?
Well, I mean, I think we were moving on to like the 2010s.
Yeah, I think let's keep going.
Okay, well, 2010s and beyond.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, it was something. it was something. But by this time, though, there were a lot of anime piracy sites, right? So
like BitTorrent, which is the name I suddenly remembered that I used to steal anime off of.
Gotcha.
It was BitTorrent.
Yeah, they were sending a lot of cease and desist letters to blocking content on their sites because, free ride's over.
So sad.
But also, a lot of the English dubs were actually being decreased, actually, because, a lot of anime fans, they just said, we just want subs only.
Yeah, which I'm for.
Yeah?
I like when it's just like, I like it in Japanese with just the subs.
Okay, well.
And I think the reason I like it, I mean, is it harder to like watch if you're like doing other things? Yes.
Yeah.
But I think it's just more true to the story and less gets lost in translation.
Sometimes I just want to turn my brain off.
That's fair too. I don't think it's wrong.
Yeah, but I don't know. Within the anime community, there's a lot of are you a dub or a sub person? I was just like, can't we like both?
I think you can like both. On this podcast, we say you can officially like dub and sub.
Whatever you want.
Sub and dub, dub and sub.
Whatever floats your boat.
Right. I think it's silly to argue about things like that. I will say, like, sometimes, like, Inuyasha to me is much better dubbed. I'm sorry, subbed than dubbed.
Yeah.
I do not like the way that they dubbed a lot of things in Inuyasha.
Yeah.
So for me, like, I think certain series have better dubs than others.
Yeah,
Like Sailor Moon dubbed
I
is not as
agree.
bad as
I agree with that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I do think it matters. I don't think all dubs are created equal.
but also because like by by the 2010s, Toonami had shut down.
Which was devastating.
Yeah, it actually Toonami shut down like 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, so really tragic. But in 2012, they brought it back
Yes.
because due to the rise in social media, it's like, hey, we want Toonami back. But except this time, it wasn't in the afternoon, weekdays afternoons. It was actually part of Adult Swim.
Mm-hmm.
It was like similar to like Toonami's like midnight run block.
Mm-hmm.
So like either like around like 11, like they would start showing anime again.
Oh yeah.
And of course, it's just like it was uncut, which was great.
We love uncut.
Yeah, and like as of 2026, Toonami is still on Adult Swim to this day. Now it just comes on Saturdays.
Yeah.
But still,
it's still kicking.
Yeah, it's
Toonami
still kicking.
is timeless.
Yeah, it is timeless. It really is timeless. Actually, and we'll just move on, because we want to start wrapping this up in a little bit. But we're in the 2020s now. Anime has reached even new heights. It's like, and this is because of, damn pandemic. But still, everyone was locked down. It's just like people were going to watch. It's like, we're going to watch anime.
Yeah.
So, you had new anime to watch, like you had My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, and it's just like, it's just like, and I'm trying to think, you got Chainsaw Man.
Very good.
Yeah, very good. You had Jujutsu Kaisen.
I don't know much about that one.
I don't either.
Well, we'll have to learn.
Well, it's like, for me, I'm slowly trying to get into like, and Demon Slayer. Of course, I can't.
Oh yeah,
forget about
Demon Slayer. Hello.
I am reading Demon Slayer right now, and I like it, but I gotta take my time with it because I'm an old man and I don't like new stuff. But I do like Demon Slayer. It is good. So I'm reading the manga slowly but surely. I am going to start. I'm gonna start Jujutsu Kaisen very soon, and then I'm gonna follow Chainsaw Man.
Absolutely,
because
you gotta.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. And actually, Kate, did you know Demon Slayer was like one of the most popular movies of 2025?
Well, I'm married, but yes, I did.
No. What did I say, Kate?
Because I think you're just used to giving Kate your facts.
That is true. Let me rephrase that.
Do it again.
Because it wasn't very embarrassing. It's like, Mary, let me ask you, did you know that Demon Slayer was one of the most popular movies last year?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it grossed like over $600 million.
Demon Slayers?
Worldwide. Yes, the newest
K-pop
Demon
Demon
Slayer.
Hunters?
No. I'm talking about Demon Slayer.
I did not know that.
Infinity Castle. I think it was called Infinity Castle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it grossed over $600 million.
That's incredible.
And like 100 million of that came from the United States.
That's wild.
And then Chainsaw Man came out. And by the way, Demon Slayer was #1 at the box office. Yeah.
I had no idea about that.
Then the Chainsaw Man movie came out.
Okay.
And then the Jujutsu Kaisen movie came out this year. So it's like
a lot.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting to see that, because for the longest time anime was like such a niche, subject in the West. I mean, we loved it, and our friends loved it, but it was still like, it wasn't really accepted into the mainstream. Mm-mm. But now it's like
it is.
It is. It's great, and I love that.
I do too.
For anime, I really do.
I love that for all the kids who are now allowed to be into anime without a lot of judgment.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was hardcore judged for it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like we had an animation club at our high school, but it was basically just anime club. But it
Yeah.
was just like, and now it's like, oh, it's cool to like anime. Just like it's cool to like comic books now. I said, okay, all
Yeah,
right.
and sometimes I'm a hater. And
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say it. Sometimes I'm a hater.
Why are
Like,
you a hater?
because sometimes I'm like, it's annoying to me. Sometimes I think that everyone's like, oh, it's cool to be into anime. It's cool to be a nerd now, and I was relentlessly bullied for it.
Yeah,
So I think I'm
that.
a hater.
That does suck. And I totally get that. And also, just one more thing I wanted to bring up real quick. It's like now I was talking about live action
Yeah.
stuff before. It's like now we're getting some anime, like really successful live action in the West, like
Mm-hmm.
One Piece, Netflix series. It's like season 2 trailer just came out, and it looks great. I'm so excited for that.
I
So
love that.
yeah, and so it's so like anime just has to go anything but up, So
I think one of my favorite things about anime is it is just weird
yeah,
sometimes.
it's weird.
Like, have you ever heard of Chrono Crusader?
I have not.
What would you think that anime is about, just hearing the name?
Chrono Crusader. I'm gonna guess it's maybe a
Or
group
Chrono
of,
Crusade, sorry, not Crusader. Crusade.
Chrono Crusade. I'm guessing it's like an adventure type of anime. They're
Sure
going on a
is.
quest.
Would you ever guess that there is a slutty nun in that anime?
No, but I am
No?
interested now. I
My
am
favorite part of this
interested.
whole podcast.
I'm interested.
I mean, for people who don't know Chrono Crusade, I just feel like you should just watch it for once, just for fun.
Okay.
At least like the first season. Because it's basically like it follows a gun-toting nun, Sister Rosette, and her demon partner Chrono in the 1920s in America, and they fight demons for the Magdalene Order.
Okay.
So, like, we love a 1920s nun and a demon just
Yeah.
killing people.
Sounds a little pervy also, but
A little, yeah.
But anime's pervy, so
It's part of the fun.
it's part of fun. All right. Well, that's all I got about, anime, specifically 1990s and, and beyond. You got any? Well, let me ask you, what's some of your, we should just wrap it up. What's some, like your top 5, like, favorite anime?
My top 5.
Yeah, in no particular order.
Well, we listed 10 in our notes. So if I only have to do only 5,
Okay. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I did use
we
10.
had discussed 10,
My
sir.
bad. Okay. Well, you want to do your 10 first and then I'll do mine? Or do you want me to do mine first? Or your?
So this is in no
Okay.
particular order, but we do
Okay.
have Sailor Moon, Yu Yu Hakusho, Pokemon, Slayers, Ouran High School, Fruits Baskets, Trigun, Full Metal Alchemist, Inuyasha, and Tenchi Muyo.
Okay. I like it. Mine, in no particular order, is Neon Genesis Evangelion, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, the OG Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which follows the manga more closely, Tenchi Muyo, Death Note, and Digimon.
All very good.
Yeah, and mine is definitely more mainstream than Mary's.
Okay, I would just say, though, for people who are wanting to get into anime, I should have said this earlier, Slayers is a great place to start, too.
Okay.
I think it might be called The Slayers, but it was free on YouTube as of last year. So
Okay.
just like throwing it out there for people.
Gotcha. And also, folks, I know this gets confused also. Avatar The Last Airbender, I love that series, but
I do too. It is
technically,
not an anime.
yes, it's technically not anime. It's anime inspired, but not
Correct.
an anime.
But also, we should do an entire episode on that.
We should, and I can voice my frustration on how the what was it? Aang, The Last Airbender.
Yes.
It's not coming to theaters anymore.
Yes, we can have a whole venting podcast episode about that, 'cause I'm also upset.
I just want to vent against Paramount and its new owners.
Screw
So,
them.
Eat the rich.
Jerks. Eat the rich. Give us what we want. You have the money.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Was there anything else?
I think we about covered our anime episode here.
Okay. All right. So, what are we doing next time? Did we talk about what we're
We
doing
sure
next
didn't.
time? No, we
What are we
didn't.
doing next time?
I don't know. Let's
Do
take a
we
look.
just do Avatar?
You want to just do?
I mean, we're transitioning from it.
You do Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Let's do it.
And then Legend of Korra? Okay, sure.
Oh my God, Legend of Korra, yes.
Yeah, okay,
So
sure. All right, yeah. Okay, next time, folks, we'll talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. So that should be an interesting discussion. And then our hopes for, the new Avatar movie that's coming out this year, and the new Avatar series that's also coming out this year too. So
yeah, it's a lot to unpack. It's gonna be a good episode. It's time to get nerdy.
it's time to get nerdy. Okay, well, I'm John,
I'm Mary.
and this is the Everpop Podcast, and see you next time.